Are we on? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've decided to do a very serious episode of Seriously. This is episode 2, and I'd like to make myself perfectly clear about our topic today. Our topic today is going to be the war on drugs, which is one of the stupidest things I've ever heard of in my life. You've given your government permission to declare war on you for something that's none of the government's business to begin with. What you're doing in your home, or I don't, whatever you're doing in that, taking in the house, is none of the government's business. The government should not be given the right to murder your children and run up in your houses because you're smoking, or because you're shooting up, or whatever you're doing. The problem is that there's a surefire way to end the war on drugs without ever asking a politician to legalize drugs. It's simply stated, the jury box. Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's the jury box. See, when they want to lock somebody up for drugs, they gotta ask a jury if he's guilty or not. That's where you come in. You know what it is? It's called, look here, no, I'm not doing it. He smokes, I'd probably smoke if I was in this same situation too. Hell no, he ain't guilty. You stop coming and telling me that I gotta lock somebody up for something that ain't none of your business anyway. What he doing in this house, to himself, ain't got nothing to do with you. Because not just the person who's being put on trial is under review, it's the law itself. And when the law is stupid, you say no to it. If brothers want to stop getting locked up for drugs and all that stuff, that nonsense they keep talking about right now, all you gotta do is go to jury duty. Yeah, they have to come to you and get you to lock up somebody for doing something you'd probably do yourself. Really? Are they gonna stop you from doing what he's going to jail for? Possession of something with an intent to distribute? He's probably just passing out to his boys. Or if he was selling it, it doesn't matter. It still doesn't have nothing to do with the government. What we have done here is condone murder in exchange for some sort of moral equivalent right to tell somebody they can't have something. Telling somebody they can't have something is fine, but that's as far as it goes. Getting your gun, or in the coward's way, getting somebody else to get their guns to do your dirty work for you because you don't approve of what this man is doing or this woman is doing, is really a bad idea. Let's take, for instance, one of the biggest arguments about the war on drugs is that children are going to be smoking drugs if we allow the drugs to go into the street. Well, I can tell you right now, why are you so involved with the guy selling the child the drugs and the child actually smoking the drugs himself? Why is it that the guy who's selling the kids the drugs more valuable to you than the kids smoking the drugs? You send the police, you send the SWAT team, you send everybody for this guy selling this kid the drugs, but the kid's just gonna go buy the drugs from somebody else. That's what you care about. Let's bring in another argument. Let's say a woman's on the street, she's sick, she's suffering, she's about to die. Nobody comes, nobody helps her, nobody saves her, nobody does anything for her. But the moment she dies, you have an ambulance, you have police, you have a fire department, you have everybody. Every single body seems to care more about someone's death than someone's life. That's what this system's all about. We've decided to create a system where somebody's life is not worth anything to us until after they're dead. There's all kind of laws for dead people. What good does that do them? What good does it do us to not value human life? We got a president who doesn't care about the lives of children. We got a government that doesn't care about the lives of its citizens. We have citizens who don't care about their own lives because they allow the government to just make up whatever rules they want to make up. That usually ends up in getting people killed, innocent people killed. The war on drugs has killed more innocent people than it's killed guilty people. Do you know why? Because the majority of the people who are getting killed because of laws that are not constitutional. The war on drugs laws are unconstitutional. Your government never in any stretch of history has the right to declare war on you for any reason. And it's time you started taking it seriously. You're not just playing around, you're playing with your life. You're playing with the lives of your children, their futures. Stop ignoring this, because what you ignore now, I promise you, whether you want to believe it or not, is going to be at your doorstep sooner than you think. Now, moving on, we can go and debate about whether I'm right or wrong about this. Please, feel free to give me a comment if you think I'm wrong. But know this. Which one is worse? Murder are smoking drugs. Because what you're giving, or saying, or doing is giving somebody permission to murder someone because of smoking drugs. Do you really want to have that on your conscience? Do you really think that important? Is that what you care about? This has been another episode of Seriously.